Diabetes is one of the most popular conditions in the world. In 2019, around 2 million people died due to diabetes. Therefore, it is an alarming sign that we must change our lifestyle habits. This is to reduce the number of people affected by this disease. We can do this by changing the way we eat. There are tons of foods that people can avoid eating if they're dealing with diabetes. So, it only makes sense that we talk about them today. Before we get into it, we will tell you what diabetes is for those who might not know about it. Watch this video until the end because this info can be pretty valuable to you. While you're here, consider subscribing to the channel because it helps us grow and brings you even better videos. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a health condition that affects how your body changes food into energy. Most of the sugars that we eat are released into our bloodstream. As the blood sugar increases, the body gets a signal to use up the required amount of sugar while stores the excess. How diabetes affects the system is that it prevents your body from storing this excess sugar as well as it should. When your body can't store all this excess sugar, it remains in your blood. This can lead to several health problems, such as heart disease, loss of vision, and kidney disease. The two main types of diabetes are type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 stops the body from storing extra sugar in the body, while type 2 prevents the body from keeping its blood sugar level normal. Type 1 can be diagnosed at any age, whereas type 2 is usually seen in adults. Even after decades of research, there hasn't been a cure for diabetes. However, there are ways in which it can be controlled. However, to work your way around diabetes, changing the food you eat is essential. Now that we are aware of diabetes and its effects, we can move on to the most essential part of the video. We're now going to look at foods that should be avoided if a person has diabetes. Focus on this list until the end because it will tell you which foods to avoid and the ones you can replace them with. Foods to be avoided if you're a diabetic. Here are the foods you'll need to eat less if you're dealing with diabetes. 8. Sugary foods. The usual suspects that we have first on our list are sugary foods. Since these foods allow more sugar to enter your blood, it becomes difficult for the body to store sugar inside its cells. Foods made of processed sugar, like desserts, candy, and soda, are some of the worst foods that you could eat when having type 2 diabetes. Apart from raising your blood sugar level, these foods have little nutritional value. To add to the list of problems, they add to your weight. That is because they are refined sugar at the end of the day. What you could do in this situation is to switch to more useful foods. Fruits like apples, oranges, berries, and pears are great options that you could use instead of eating excess sugars. These fruits contain a good amount of fiber, which slows down how your body accepts sugar. If you're looking for a way to control the sugar that's going in your body, then these fruits are going to do the trick. 7. Fruit juices. While fresh fruit juices are considered to be loaded with benefits, they aren't good for individuals with diabetes. Fruit juices contain more vitamins and minerals than soda, but have concentrated amounts of fruit sugar. Drinking these juices will cause your blood sugar to rise. Another difference you'll notice is that drinking fruit juice won't fill you up the same way you would while eating fruit. Do you know why? It is because fruit in liquid form doesn't have the same fiber you'll get in the solid fruit form. If you want to drink something fresh, go with a flavored seltzer. Seltzer is carbonated water with vitamins and minerals in it. Since it has no sugar, you'll be fine even if you have 2 rounds in a single sitting. Nevertheless, if carbonated drinks aren't your thing, then just have water with a lemon or lime for flavor. You'll be hydrated and won't have to worry about watching your sugar because this drink contains practically no sugar. It's a win-win situation. 6. Dried fruit. Dried fruit contains tons of fiber along with nutrients. Since all the water is removed, they become easier to eat. Just think about the difference between grapes and raisins. You can eat more raisins, right? While that might be good, dried fruits are not recommended for diabetic individuals. These dried fruits become high in sugar when they lose all their water. It is why, even after their benefits, diabetic individuals should not opt for dried fruit. Instead, fruit eaten contains a good quantity of fiber, which is a more sensible option. However, even fresh fruit needs to be eaten in an organized way. You shouldn't have fruit after you've had a meal. This will cause your sugar level to shoot higher. It is because you will have sugar from the meal already in your body. 5. White grains. Another major food group that diabetic individuals should not lay their eyes on is white grains. When you have type 2 diabetes, refined starch products are something every nutritionist will tell you to avoid. These products include anything made with white flour, white bread, and pasta. These refined starch products are a fancy substitute for sugar and nothing more. These foods will only increase your glucose level and don't make you feel full. You can replace white grains with whole grains, such as brown rice, barley, oatmeal, and whole grain breads. These foods will break down far more slowly than refined starch products and won't increase your sugar level. You can pick out these products at the supermarket by checking for whole grain or whole rye. As long as it has the word whole, you're good to go. Are you enjoying the video so far? Well, don't go away just yet. We still have 4 more foods that we would like to bring to your attention that a diabetic individual shouldn't be eating. To know about them, just watch this video until the end. 4. Full-fat dairy. According to research, eating a diet high in full-fat dairy will result in much worse control of sugar levels in the blood. Saturated fats in dairy products increase your cholesterol levels and, therefore, the risk of heart disease. What you can do here is avoid full-fat dairy products that are made with whole milk. These include cream, full-fat yogurt, cheese, ice cream, and other cheeses made with whole milk. There are so many substitutes nowadays that you can use instead of these products. A suggestion from our side would be to look for products that have reduced fat in them. Diabetic individuals should also pay attention to their daily intake of these products. Knowing how much of these you're eating is as essential as knowing what to eat. Therefore, full-fat dairy is something that you should avoid at all costs. 3. Fatty meat. People affected by diabetes should avoid eating meat that contains high amounts of fat. This includes beef, pork, bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and ribs. It is because these foods raise cholesterol and increase weight. Furthermore, people with diabetes are at a greater risk of heart disease than the average person. It is because their risk is already higher due to them having diabetes. Diabetic individuals also tend to have other conditions that contribute to their risk of developing heart-related diseases, such as high blood pressure, abnormal levels of cholesterol, and a lack of exercise. All these factors contribute to making diabetes worse. Therefore, the best bet is to switch to meats with low amounts of fat. Instead of fatty cuts, you can always go with lean proteins, such as chicken and turkey, which are skinless. Pork tenderloin and lean beef are ideal options too. If you're going for lean beef, then you should always go with 92% lean and 8% fat. Many seafood options, such as salmon and shellfish, can be substituted for fatty meat. 2. Snacks. Was there any doubt that this wouldn't appear on this list? We all know that snacks have no nutritional value, but does that stop us from eating them? Well, for diabetic patients, the sooner you say goodbye to packaged snacks, the better it will be for your health. Besides all the sugar, junk white flour, sodium, and preservatives in these products, they have unhealthy fats. These fats increase the bad cholesterol in your body and lower the good cholesterol. Plus, to make matters worse, there is an increased risk of heart disease when eating these snacks. A sure way to ensure you're not eating fats is to always check the product labels to confirm they don't contain fatty oils. Try eating salmon, nuts, avocados, and olives to get your share of fats. 1. Alcohol. Before you feel like having a drink, always ask your nutritionist whether you can have alcohol or not. It is because alcohol is one of the most common agents that can end up impacting your blood sugar level. If you do drink alcohol, make sure it is in below normal quantity. This means that no more than 1 glass a day if you're a woman and no more than 2 if you're a man. The scientific reasoning behind this is that diabetes medication, or any medication for that matter, is processed in the liver, and so is alcohol. This will be incredibly stressful for your liver. So, it's better if you cut down on alcohol for good. Even though soda isn't any better of an option considering the amount of sugar it contains, it is much better than alcohol. So, you can have it maybe once every 2 weeks. From sugary snacks to fruit juices and bad fats to alcohol, all these foods are something every diabetic individual has to avoid. It will result in a healthier lifestyle, and that's what we all are after, right? Thank you for watching this video right till the end. In our next video, we'll discuss the world's best anti-inflammatory food that's loaded with tons of benefits. Don't forget to watch it. See you next time.